Welcome to another episode of Boomer Bust. I'm your host Terry, and today continuing with our All-Pro film session. Today we got Travis Kelce, tight end from Kansas City Chiefs. Again, going through the first team All-Pro roster and looking at different film, breaking down what I see and confirming if I think they All-Pro status at the end. Travis Kelce coming out of Cincinnati, third round pick, I believe. Now, Travis Kelce is so funny because I really pegged him as a monster tight end, but not for the style that he became a monster for. So Travis Kelce, for me, when I was scouting him, and he was one of the way back guys, I had him as one of the best blocking tight ends I ever saw. Or I should say a tight end with blocking ability. It wasn't to say he's only a blocking tight end. It's just that he blocked better than anybody I saw. Now, his brother is a center and another All-Pro in the NFL. So maybe it makes sense. You know, they have the same gene pool. They were at the same team in Cincinnati. And whatever reason, his technique, his strength, like I used to see him block on the edge and he looked like a tackle. And so I was just absolutely blown away with his ability to block, especially when there was an era when tight ends weren't blocking as much as they used to. But then I did believe he had good route run and everything. But it's like everything else. When players change their body and get to the NFL and work on their athleticism, you can become a different player. And it's not to say that he didn't have any of those skills coming into the league. He just wasn't the receiving threat that he is now. And that's partly schematically how the game is played as well. So, and they don't ask him to block a ton, but it's interesting to see the guy that I thought would just be a monster at blocking become just a monster receiver. So anyway, we'll get through some of his plays. We'll do touchdowns and catches, try to go through a good bit, and kind of break down what we see. So let's go ahead and get this started. And we're starting at week 17. We'll see if the player wants to cooperate. So against Oakland Raiders, it'll be fun trying to identify. I believe he's right here. So inside the trips, does a nice drag route. I'm guessing they counted that as complete. But an easy drag route, and this is kind of typically what you'll see. You'll see Travis working in the middle of the field a lot, and that's kind of where the NFL has headed in the last few years, where they really want to get quarterback easy passes over the middle. And when you got speed guys that can threaten the perimeter, it's a lot easier to do that. So Travis was in the slot again. Again, work in the middle. Nice, easy route. In the empty set. So he's against a linebacker. And really the linebacker reacts up to the other receiver. Just leaving Kelce open. And why would you do that? I don't know. But hey. And like most good tight ends, you have the ability to work the zone, understand what a zone is. But a linebacker against him is a mismatch. And that's where tight ends are right now. Too big for D-backs, too quick for linebackers. So Travis is in line. I wouldn't be shocked if it's a shovel pass. Hey. And I didn't know that play ahead of time. It's just that that's a play that the Bears and the Chiefs like to use. Somebody on the staff really picked that play as one of their big plays. And on the goal line, you're just pushing through. But a lot of times it's a good chance to see Kelce with his run after the catch. So Kelce inside again. And this is what I'm talking about. So not just the ability to run through and zone in an easy play, but the ability to run man-to-man routes. And linebackers being a mismatch for him. So you'll see his linebacker try to cover him off the line. Sets him up, stutters, completely breaks those ankles. And that's not the first time he'll do that. And so you're talking about big-time route running skills for a tight end. And sometimes there's going to be plays for a lot of tight ends where it's just easy. It's just open. and you don't got to do much, but there's times you got to set up routes. Just like that one there. And so you see the ability after the catch as well. But I want to go back to this route. So what he's going to do is play the leverage of the defensive back. I don't know if it's a safety or corner. The leverage is to the outside. So he's going to lean towards the outside, get him leaning that way, and then break inside because he knows that's where he wants to go. Now he's going to work back towards the quarterback because he sees he's in trouble, being a good receiver, giving him an open target and a safety blanket. And one of the first tight ends that people really saw work that safety blanket role is Jason Witten. And that's kind of right when the tight end era was starting to become big and popular. So again, quarterback under trouble, give him an easy target, and you see the catch away from the body, two hands, all good skills. So this is the Chargers now, who had a very big-time defense this year. Let's see, where is Travis? Travis right here, inside in the slot, doing an over route. And again, when it's a zone, just understanding how to get into the dead spaces. So not running. Now, if he continued to run, and that might be a small thing, but if he continued to run to that defensive back, he's going to take himself out of the play. If he continues here, that's no play. So what he does is undercuts that, repositions so he's open, and gives the quarterback a target. And that's just football IQ. And so Chargers again. Looks like Derwin James is coming to cover him now. Empty set. Does a little whip route. Doesn't do a whole bunch. James does a great job. Makes the catch through the tackle and everything, but didn't really fool James, who's pretty athletic. So Kelce's inside on his trips again and motioning. And he just follows right behind Tyreek Hill, letting him take up the coverage. Because you know they're going to be more worried about the speed. And the way they use them is different. Like I said in Tyreek's video, when he's in the slot, he's going vertical seam. When Travis is in the slot, he's going across the middle. And they just create kind of a high-low right there. Real easy read for Mahomes to make. And so Travis inside again at the slot against the Oakland Raiders now. Play action. Or, yeah, I guess it was a play. I couldn't even see what happened, to be honest with you. Yeah, it was a play action throw and just a real tight throw. Honestly, Kelce's pretty covered. Mahomes kind of rifles one in there behind, and just an incredible catch by Kelce, who then unfortunately fumbles the ball. Unfortunately, but he makes that catch. Let's see if we can see that catch. Because Mahomes just kind of, I don't know if he was throwing it away or what he was doing. He pulls back, puts it behind, and Kelce just real good hand-eye coordination to catch that around the defender. Then, like I said, unfortunately fumbled. So Oakland Raiders again. Backed up in their own territory. Kelce is actually the outside man on this play to the single side. And they blitz. And that's just easy. With the corner blitzing, he's got the inside leverage on the safety where he could just run and easily curl up underneath the coverage. So he doesn't have to work too hard on that one. But again, these catches, because Mahomes is throwing some zingers and some of them aren't exactly on target. So making adjustments and making those catches to make the quarterback look good. Kelce's in line right here. Looks like. So delayed release. And that's just a scramble drill with the quarterback. I don't know if that he was really a primary target on that, but the quarterback had to improvise. So we see him get a nice little chip, redirect the pass rusher, fades out into space, thinks it's over, tries to go vertical, guys over the top, so he breaks down, gives the quarterback something to throw to. Again, being a nice safety blanket. Inside of that trips, just goes vertical over the seam. And a nice catch. Again, you see the catch radius, 2 hands, ball skills. Just goes past the linebacker, right into the dead space. Nice little accurate pass. Now he went into some heat against the safety, but hangs on. So, I mean, really at this point, you've seen like almost everything. You see the adjustment on the ball. You see the soft hands. You see the catch radius. He doesn't have outstanding, explosion, but you don't always need that. So a simple route again, just catches a low pass. And that's the thing. He's making the quarterback look good. It's not that the quarterback's passes are terrible, but he's adjusting to the passes, making those catches. You see him redirect the pass rusher again on that one. And he just has good adjustment to the ball and pretty good ability after the catch as well. So going towards the end zone, well, in the white zone, he's inside at the slot again. And not a whole bunch, just positioning himself, like they say, to rebound. And not really like box out rebound, but positioning yourself underneath the defender so then you could box him out and make a catch. And so Oakland again, almost at the midfield point. Kelce motions out to the single side. We'll see what he does against the corner. Breaks inside the slot, and that's a nice little slant. But again, like I said, positioning yourself underneath that defender. And that's why tight ends are so valuable. Receivers, it's more times than likely, it's a lot easier to break the pass up on a receiver. On a tight end, they can shield off with those big bodies. It's a lot harder to break the pass up, even if you're close to them. So Kelce looks like he's in line. Probably helping out with protection again. Nope, does a straight release. Goes to a post route. And there we see the nice catch. We see the nice leap ability. I guess he can get touched. And I know I say he's not super explosive. He's not. He's not like a 40-inch vertical guy. But again, you see the nice radius and the nice athleticism. Nice timing. Goes up. Gets up before he's touched. And again, great ball skills. Hand-eye coordination is very important when you're going down the field on those vertical passes. And the speed to get there. I mean, he goes from inline all the way to a post. And just a nice catch. Absolutely nice play. Travis Kelce's such a monster. And we got good tight ends, man. We got real good tight ends these days. And big part of it is letting them do these types of things. So we give him a little bubble screen. Again, letting him be an athlete. And I don't know that he's Gronk after the catch, but he's a pretty good after the catch guy. Like, he's not going to burn anybody down the field, but he's going to pick up good yards. He's a chunk player, as they might say. He's going to pick up big chunks of yards when you work the ball towards him. So a nice little easy over the middle. Adjust to the ball, and adjust to the quarterback, I should say. Adjust to the quarterback. And again, as receivers is important, tight ends is even more important. to bail your quarterback out, help adjust, help understand the scramble drill. And this is only the first year with Mahomes, so you can only think about how much better it's going to be. All right, so we'll go through some Rams plays, and I think that'll be it because we got a lot of plays on this thing. So play action slide. Just kind of dumps it off. Not a whole bunch going on right there. All right, Chiefs are down at this point. Kelce's in line. So does a delayed tight end screen over the middle. And again, good technique. I mean, you'll see him pass pro with this guy. Really sell it. Let him get up the field. And then comes underneath. Doesn't get a whole bunch, but decent little yak yards. So Kelce's third in the trips right here. Doing a nice over route. In the dead space of the zone. Like, I'm not even sure what coverage they were in. It looked like a single high safety. So, I guess the safety's just spying because he's sitting in the middle of nothing. And so Kelce's able to just go one-on-one. And again, so there's a dead space there. Takes the inside leverage, but you see the speed. That's not super easy to do against a corner. All right, so Travis is in. Oh, he's right here. Third in the trips. It's a nice release. Defender falls down. But hey, it's you get when the tight end's physical. Nice yak yards. And you see him get physical at the top of this route. And that's usually something you talk about defenders doing. But you'll see him get physical at the top of this route. Defender slips. And he just makes the most out of the play after the catch. And you see he's just a gamer, man. I absolutely love it. Travis is definitely a gamer. So middle of the trips, they motion out. Might be a pick play. Yep. I thought he was going to pick for somebody else, but it was a pick play. Essentially, you'll see the other tight end pick for him over the middle. I hate pick plays. Easy pickings, though. All right, so fourth quarter still down against the Rams. Backed up in their own territory. Kelce's third in the trips. We got single high safety. See, short little pass. Just a little nice chain mover to get out of their own territory. So still down against the Rams for a quarter. Kelce's on the end line. Releases to a little bubble play. Again, just a little chain mover. But you got to be careful with Kelce. He's not just going to fall down every time. He can very much break one if you don't tackle correctly. So on the end, we got Kelce, Fourth and 2, play action. A little bit of a delay route. He'll give a nice little chip to the pass rusher. I believe that's Fowler. And really redirects Fowler. Fowler doesn't even do anything. I mean, I'm telling you, he can block. He can absolutely block. I know most people know him as Travis Kelce, the pass catcher, but I've seen him in Cincinnati. He knocks some people out. And so again, a little bit of a chain mover. Didn't quite get the first, but that's what he can be. He could be a nice outlet over the middle for a chain mover. He could be a nice run after catch. You know, you could do shovel passes. You can do, all right, so we'll stop there. But you could do shovel passes. You can do screens. You can do all those type of things because he can run after the catch as well. So And then you also, of course, can use him in the red zone. So versatile all over the field. 1000% first team all pro status. One of the best tight ends we got out there. And honestly, like I said, they don't even use his full capabilities because I think he's an excellent blocker. So anyway, go to the comment section. Let me know what you think about Travis Kelce. Share it around, get the conversation started. Thumbs up, subscribe, and thank you for listening.